Hello everyone, I am the creative Welshman. Welcome back to another video. Another episode of Friday Hype. And this is the Horseman. Welcome to Florespark. It was launched just yesterday, and in a short space of 24 hours, it made about $350,000, and it has now since climbed up to 381,997, and over 6,000 books have been sold so far. So who is the Horseman? The Horseman arrives in Florespark, and he brings hell with him. A street-level vigilante unafraid to pull the trigger and take out the trash. He makes up for his lack of acceptabilities with sharp strategy and elite military training. After returning home from his tour of duty, the war for Hector Lee Calabaro never truly ended. Now, under the guise of the Horseman, he uses his finely honed skills to protect the innocent and create a better, safer world for his loved ones by any lethal means necessary. His secret identity remains hidden even from his family. But when he captures the wrong kind of attention from the heavy hitters in the criminal underworld, he's forced to relocate to Florespark for their safety. Let's take a good look at some of the pages. Ooh, I'm getting some Don Corneo vibes from this guy. You'll see in the trailer. And he looks really pissed. Also a bit of Oswald Cobblepot, if you ask me. Ooh, there's a nice action scene. I reckon that's probably his old costume. So this will probably be early on in the book. And there we have him in his new costume, scaling a wall. I would hate to have to draw something like that, though. Now let's watch the trailer. Might as well have it in full high quality. Got bloody guys. Wait till you see this. This animation is sweet.
Who the hell is this guy? What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him and he kicks their ass. Oh, man. Away clean with my money. Now what are y'all gonna do about that? Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.
Oh, look at all that merch. Look at those covers.
What's up, Rippaverse family? It's Dean Kane here, and I'll be voicing the Horseman for the upcoming Rippaverse animations. That's right. Look, this is a completely independent venture, and we want to see it through. A well-produced, solid Western animation desperately needs to return to form. Definitely needed. The Rippaverse has a team that's prepared to consistently release episodic content. They are prepared. The Horseman would be a great start. So please help us make it happen. Head over to Rippaverse.com and become a member for as little as $5. Appreciate you.
Hey guys, I'm Eric July, the founder and owner of the Rippaverse. And now, The Horseman, Welcome to Florespark by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett is up for pre-order. This is one of our most highly anticipated comic books, and I know you're going to enjoy it. But not only did the animation you just watched serve as the trailer for the book, it also is the pilot. Let me take some time to explain. We've done several animated trailers since the launch of Rippaverse Studios. During that period of time, we were familiarizing ourselves with the industry while also building our creative team. Our animations consistently improved, and we now believe that we have the foundation to take things to the next level. Simply put, we want to have an animated universe with long-form content. This animated universe will not simply exist on its own. It'd be an extension of the comics with accurate adaptations specifically made to fit the animated format. But this isn't a pilot meant to shop this around in hopes that some mega corporation will pay us to pick it up and then, run it into the ground. This is more of a proof of concept for the audience in hopes that you like what you see so we can do this independently. As you see, our quality is top-notch, and if we have the time and resources to produce, we can create awesome competitive content for your enjoyment. Horseman would be a great starting point, voiced by the legendary Dean Cain. That said, animation is much different from comics when it comes to production. It takes a bigger team to produce, and of course, it's far more expensive. And getting a financial return from it is a different animal, especially in this digital age. With a comic, we can create and sell the physical copies, which dominate the market. With animated content, it's far more difficult to get that return. You'd have to invest a lot in it before you ever have a chance to make that money back. That's why it's far more attractive for people to sell off the rights to a big studio. Doing that is a lot less risky, and of course, they'll just pay you. But here's our plan and pitch. Our long-term goal is to house long-form content on our membership platform at Rippaverse.com. Basically, it'll have a streaming service element. Eventually, once we can justify it, certain works would be distributed on other platforms with hard copies such as Blu-ray. If we ever hit 5,000 paid members of any kind, we'd finish episode number 1 of The Horseman. It'd have at least a 10-minute runtime. We'd release that on our social media platforms so most people can view it in hopes that it would invite newbies to become members. Once we hit 10,000 total members, we commit to completing the first season of The Horseman, which would be housed exclusively on our platform. Right now, the comics and merchandise pay for the comic books. That'll always remain our primary focus. The memberships, which come with awesome perks, we hope to be what funds Rippaverse Studios projects. I love to keep our animators busy and build Rippaverse Studios to be the next big indie producer. So head over to Rippaverse.com and become a paid member if you want to support this plan. Perks right now include merch and shipping discounts, but we're also doing a membership overhaul. Soon, we will be adding forums so you can nerd out with the fandom. We'll also do plenty of member-only content and streams so we can let you in on the process creatively. The list of perks will continue to grow. So please share this video out to all of your friends and family and become a member over at Rippaverse.com and go pre-order The Horseman, Welcome to Florespark by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett.
Well, you heard them, folks. Yes. Not only are we getting a comic, but if they get at least 5,000 people to sign up for Ripverse membership, we'll get a 10-minute pilot episode of The Horseman. And I already did the math. At the absolute minimum, that would be $25,000 a month to fund the animation. It'd probably take about 2 or 3 months just to complete it, if I'm being honest. So 75,000 over 3 months. Seems doable. And of course, they get to 10,000, that'll be 50,000 a month at the absolute minimum. But yeah. Let's take a look at some of the merch they've got. So we've got the comics here. We've got the grade and signed editions. Never really saw the point in them. We've got the 18 by 24 inch posters. I've seen the thumbnail sketch for that, and that looks really gnarly. The Horseman shirts. That also looks really gnarly. And I quite like it as well. And we also got the hats. The Black Horseman shirts, which is all nice black and white. And the Chuck and Joe catch-up pack, which has, what you call it? The remaining variant covers of Alpha Core 1. Which I will add is a brilliant comic and a great jumping in point for the Rippaverse. I mean, literally, you do not need to know anything else about the Rippaverse. If you buy Alpha Core, you can just jump in, enjoy the story, and get familiar with the Alpha Core characters. So yeah. Let's read the logline. Ooh, that is a nice action-packed panel. A new town for the Horseman means a new hunting ground, and Hector wastes no time getting down to business. He hits the streets hard, causing a commotion and bringing more unwanted attention to himself and his family. Who is the Horseman in their crosshairs? How do they know who he is? Why do they want him dead? The crime lords in Florespark are about to bite off more than they can chew, as the Horseman proves. He will not go down without a fight. Violence is what he does best, and anyone who messes with him and the ones he holds dear is about to have hell to pay. The Horseman is turning up the heat, and the city will never be the same now that he's arrived. Let the bullets fly and the blood flow, as the most mature book in Rippaverse today hits hard. The Horseman reunites the Rippaverse Dream Team, the legendary Chuck Dixon, and the magnificent Joe Bennett. Previously paired together for the critically acclaimed Alpha Core 1. The dynamic duo is back with bloody vengeance. The Horseman has been often described by Chuck Dixon as a cross between a better adjusted Punisher and a doll store Batman. Joe Bennett returns to this all-new title with his larger-than-life cinematic style artwork, making this book an absolute visual feast. This is an original character created by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett. With a hero this badass, you better believe this book will be filled with some of the nastiest, vilest villains you've ever laid eyes on. They're bringing the pain, and the Horseman is ready to rock their world. This collection features your choice of 4 covers by 4 astounding artists. Cover A features art by the incredible Kanan White, Ripford's very own badass art director. Cover B is by Rosalind Freire, who had his debut cover of the Ripverse on Gooding the Polymath. Cover C comes to us from Will Conrad, the artist behind Gooding the Polymath, as well as the document cards, and cover D is made by the man behind the Horseman himself, the undeniable Joe Bennett. Covers A, B, and C are all limited edition and will not be reprinted. Yeah, Detractors. These will not be reprinted. What they order is what they have. And that will never change. Parental advisory. Horseman deals with mature themes including blood, violence, gore, disturbing situations, profanity, and adult scenarios. The book is appropriate for mature teens aged 16 plus. It's written by Chuck Dixon, interior art by Joe Bennett, cover A by Kanan White, inks by Fabio Jansen, the covers by Jay Brown, letters are done by Invisible Art Studio. Shame it's not Eric Weathers, but he's probably busy with Battle Brick Road. And it's created by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett. So let's take a closer look at those covers. Hang on. Let's see. Yes, this is cover A. This is what they initially showed off to begin with. And already you can see just how bloody it is. Look at all the gruesome details. The guy's on the floor. Blood splatters on the wall. Choice of weapons and stance. This is not a guy that you want to mess with. Hang on. How do I get rid of... Sorry. That's in stock. Here's cover B. This is what I ordered. As you can see, the Horseman's coming down and he's kicking ass. Firing a few pot shots, letting people fly all over the place and murdering them. Cover C. It's foil embossed, so this will be $50. And the art here is done by Will Conrad. I mean, I absolutely love his art in Gooding. And I also like the colour choice as well. As the background fades from blue to sort of a reddish pink and back to blue again in the foreground. Oh yeah. We all love a good bit of action, don't we? And here's the retro-inspired throwback cover. Let's see if we can get zoom in on the details. Marked for death. But by who? Here's the Don Canelo-esque looking baddie. That's his sister, his nephew. Yeah. Kill or be killed. Time is running out. The first appearance of Horseman plus Tuna, Blitz, and Strum. Yeah, so big crime boss is obviously Tuna. And now we need to figure out who's Blitz and who's Strum. I'd hazard a guess and say that she might be Strum and he'll be Blitz. But damn, I didn't even notice this down here. Got the Horseman in the corner shooting up a bunch of cars that are coming after him. And there's a gnarly looking bike as well. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the Horseman's sister is a redhead, so Riververse is saving redheads one character design at a time. Oh yeah, there's some bit more lore here. Right. Yeah. Technically, Calabero comes in from his tour of duty, but did not stop stacking up the bodies. An army of one, Hector's secret identity of the Horseman, uses his military expertise to take out scum. What this unrelenting force lacks in X abilities and superpowers, he more than makes up for with sheer skill and strategy. When the Horseman captures the attention of some serious contenders in his own town, he has no choice but to relocate to protect his loved ones. Hector does it all for his family. His beloved sister, who is wheelchair bound, but no victim. Patty, and his precocious nephew, Danny, who does not know his secret vigilante nightlife. He arrives in Florespark and wastes no time getting down to business, doing what he does best. However, he leaps before he looks and brings more unwanted attention to himself and his loved ones. With a price on his head in unfamiliar territory, the Horseman is in for a fight for his life as he faces his nastiest foes yet. Yeah. Yeah, bit different here. Wheelchair bound but no pushover. His curious nephew who idolizes him. Danny has no idea of Hector's extracurricular activities. Patty believes he has a straight job. He'll do everything in his power to keep him safe from the truth and safe from the choices he made. When the Horseman hits the mean streets of Florespark hard, he again attracts all the wrong kinds of attention. He and his family are again in the bullseye. Does the Horseman have what it takes to survive? And survival is what he does. And those who gets in his way are about to learn the hard way. Yeah. Let's have a look at the poster. We've got a guy in the back there looking out for something. And we've got a couple of murdered baddies here. And let's face it, if the Horseman's involved, they probably deserved it. Yeah. Let's check to see what the what it's gone up to. Hasn't changed much. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits for now. You all should back this. Hopefully we can at least get it to about 500,000, half a mil. If we can get up to 1 million, oh, that would be brilliant. But as evidenced by the Gooding collection last month, the covers did sell out, so you can't get the Gooding covers anymore. So you want to get onto this quick if you want any of those covers. Yeah, see those? If you don't get them now, chances are you probably won't. And this will be your last chance to get the Alpha signing graded copies. Yeah. The I want it all is $712. Sheesh. The fact that people can actually spend that much, it astounds me. But anyway, you'll have a great day. Back to Horseman, or you'll come and pay a visit tonight. Bye.